Hey, Mike here. Today I want to talk about lending. How do I get money to buy an investment property? So there's a couple options out there. One is if you're intending to live in the property, you could potentially get an FHA loan, which is a low down payment loan, and live in that property. So if I'm renting out a duplex, I'm going to live in one half, rent out the other half, maybe the same with a fourplex. So with that, you can qualify and get a much lower down payment. However, you can also do a conventional loan, which would be for an investment property. If it's more than one unit, it's going to be 25% down. And you might be thinking, shoot, how am I going to make that work with my debt to income ratio? How does that happen? So another option out there is you can do a commercial loan. So commercial properties are typically 5 units plus, but certain banks will allow commercial loans on properties less than 5 units. And so if you go into a local bank and ask to talk to the commercial lender, you can figure out how that works, and they will help qualify that property based on the income the property is making, not based on your income. Now, you still are going to have some capital to be able to guarantee the loan. The bank's going to want to make sure that they've covered their butt to make sure that everything's taken care of. But it's a way to get into a property without having to worry about your personal income, because it's the income on the property that's helping you qualify that. So there's lots of great local banks out there. And so reach out to your local bank, ask about commercial lending. And I tell people it's just like figuring out the pieces to a puzzle, because if there's a certain property that I want, that I'm interested in, I got to figure out what the bank's going to be looking for to make that happen. And so instead of worried about my income, let's worry about the income of the property. So talk with those commercial lenders and see, maybe there's a way that you can make it work. Maybe there's a way you can find a partner to get into a property through a commercial loan versus through a conventional or an FHA loan. And so just wanted to mention that to you. Local banks are awesome. There's lots of great banks that want to work with investors, have these commercial products. There's another product called a DSCR loan, debt service coverage ratio. And so that's where they look at the debt to the income on the property to be able to qualify you. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, but go talk to a bank, figure out the lending options that you have. It depends on your situation. It depends on the property. So go talk to a bunch of lenders and figure out what's going to be the best fit for you. Maybe a commercial loan might be a good option for you.